Welcome to the 39th Annual International Boutique in Waitsfield, Vermont. It starts Saturday, December 7th and runs through December 14th. For those of you who've been here before, you know what to expect. For those that are going to be coming for their first time, this is a total extravaganza for every sense of your being. We have things from all over the world. We sell them wholesale, and all the proceeds go to support projects for women and children around the world. So this year, we have a wonderful selection of things from Turkey. Here's some bags. You can see there's quite a huge array of different bags. One of our board members is Turkish, so she and her family go shopping for us in Istanbul and other parts of Turkey, and they bring back just some wonderful treasures. I love these little things. These are some really cute wallets that are, they're nice, but they're really nice, but they're also very practical. And then we have unusual bags, all different sizes. We have backpacks. And behind the Turkish bag display, you'll see one of our many rugs. And people often come just for the carpet selection because we get a phenomenal selection. We're just fortunate to have contacts in so many countries. So this is a cashmere, and it's sold to us by a family that we've known for probably 30 years we've worked with. And it may take a family in Kashmir 9 months to make this. And then they send it to Delhi, where Ayub sells it to us. And when it sells, the families have a party for the village that they're in, which is really nice. So everybody gets to benefit. And then looking at some of the other bags, we have bags from Nepal. And you can see we have some really cute felted bags. These are made by a women's cooperative. And one of our team members went to Nepal for us this year and shopped. And when you come to the sale this year, you're going to see just a glorious array of things. Tibetan rugs and felted wool and scarves and yak wool blankets and cashmere shawls, all the things that we'd love to get from Kathmandu. We haven't been able to get for a few years. So this year, again, the sale starts December 7th, which is this Saturday, and it's at the Masonic Lodge, which is on Route 100 in Waitsfield Village. So this year from Turkey, we've got some new ceramics, and you can see this beautiful tray. It comes in a large size and a small size. One of my favorite things this year is the jewelry boxes we got in Turkey. They're really nice, the beautiful hand-painted ceramics, and they have a nice velvet inside. And then we also have the coasters and hot trivets. And this is an example. These are olive trees, which is always a sign of hope. We have the spice pack, which is a great gift, or you can just keep it because it just smells really delicious. Fresh spices and just a nice thing to have in your kitchen. And of course, the hand-painted bowls that everyone looks forward to. Last year was our first year of being able to get them. So we asked our board member to get as many as she could bring safely. And they're all hand-painted, and they're in the style that's very classic Turkey, and just something that makes us all really happy when we look at them. So this year we were able to get Tibetan rugs again, which was really nice because it's something everyone really enjoys, but it's not easy. They're not easy to come by. And these rugs are handmade by Tibetan refugees in Nepal. And we also have, you can see there's also a chain-stitched Kashmiri rug down below, and those are washable. So they're great to have in the house if you have high traffic areas or just want to be able to make sure your rugs get cleaned. And this year, all the proceeds from this sale will be going to support projects for women and children around the world and in the United States. So for instance, in North Carolina, Amurtel has been very active with disaster relief since the storm washed away so much of Asheville and Marshall. We've been providing hot meals to families without homes. We're providing gift cards to families that need to be able to replace so much of what they lost. And we're providing therapeutic counseling sessions for a lot of the people that are still really traumatized by what happened there. And we're also, we do a lot of psychological emergency first aid is what the program is called. We've been doing that for the people in Ukraine that have been undergoing a lot of the trauma from continuation of the war there. And so far we've reached about 8,000 people is what our social workers are giving us that information. And it's an ongoing process where we're providing help for the children as well as for the families. and even for the social workers themselves who are also experiencing the long delay of trauma there. And we're also providing trauma counseling and relief for the children and the women, Palestinian refugees from Gaza who are now in Cairo. And we also have a program on the border in Egypt, right on the Ghazni border. We have 40 children in that program where we're doing education and therapeutic settings for them to help them try to work through some of the things that they're going through. We have a really nice selection of cashmere scarves this year, again from Nepal. And along with that, some very nice longer scarves or shawls, and these are super soft. They're a combination of silk and wool, and they feel very nice on the skin. But you can see the cashmere comes in all different colors, and it's kind of unisex, so it makes a great gift, or you can keep it for yourself, which is what I ended up doing. And having the colorful array of scarves, and we have linen, and we have cotton, and we have silk, and we have hand woven and machine woven, and we buy some of the things we buy are from a women's cooperative in Thailand. It's for single moms who came to us with their babies, and they wanted us to adopt their babies, and we said we would like to make it work for you to keep your babies. So we designed a program where the women get training, and then they become weavers. And they learn how to make goods that then we sell at Amurtel projects around the world, and the women are able to support themselves and their children, and that keeps the family together. These chain stitch carpets are handmade in cashmere, and as I mentioned, they're washable. The challenge is whether to put it on the floor or to hang it on the wall. And some of these is the Tree of Life. They have little tabs at the top so you can hang them. But you can also put them on the floor, either way, but they're just stunning, and it's amazing that they're handmade. So all of these things are at the International Boutique, which, a reminder, opens Saturday, December 7th through December 14th at the Masonic Lodge in Route 100 in Waitsfield. And a shout out to the Masons for their generous support and allowing us to use their facility again this year, our 39th annual year of having this boutique. And reminder that all the proceeds from this go to support projects for women and children in the United States and around the world. When we're selecting things for the sale, it's always a challenge because we come across just beautiful works of art, really, and how to select for our sale, which is only 8 days, and it's just in Waitsfield. It's not as though we're going to have a huge selection, but we ended up having this year, I think, one of our best selections ever, with a variety of things from all over the world. And then knowing that the proceeds go to support projects all around the world, it's a very nice give and take. And it's what I find for myself is it's really one of the best ways to shop for the holidays. And you feel so good about it because you know that all of the proceeds are going to support programs where people are really struggling. So for instance, this year we have a lot of work that we're doing in Haiti, and for people that have followed in the news, Haiti has really undergone just terrible situations with the civil unrest and the violence. We had to evacuate our children's home last year to get them out of Port-au-Prince when they found bullets in the playground, and just the numbers of kidnappings and murders in the area was just too scary to have our kids there. And this year we've started building a new home for the displaced kids. And we've also, just this last month, we've started a program of a free kitchen for the elderly and the pregnant women in the community that we've moved to, which is outside of Cap-Haïtien. There is a lot of food scarcity. Actually, there's a lot of severe malnutrition at this point and hunger in Haiti. So Amurtel's doing everything we can to support programs within Port-au-Prince. We're providing hot meal programs for the schools that are able to run, along with microcredit in the countryside for the women there to help them get economically self-sufficient enough so they can at least provide 1 meal a day for their family. Okay, so this year we have a wonderful selection of leggings, which has become a big favorite for a lot of our people that come here every year. And we have leggings this year for children as well. And of course we have the finger puppets that are from Peru. And those finger puppets, we started a cooperative of mothers in the Paraíso de Alto area, which is one of the poorest slums outside of Lima. And the mothers come together, they learn how to crochet, which is something that's very common in It's a skill that most of the women like to know or they've learned already in Peru. And they make these finger puppets, and we buy them from them, and then they use that money to buy shoes for their kids or to get a notebook, all the things that for those children to go to school, they have to be able to have shoes. We also have an after-school program in that part of the area, and we provide a hot meal every day. And we hire the mothers to do the cooking, so that provides income for them to support their families. And you can see there's a beautiful Ghazni rug hanging up there. Ghazni rugs are from Afghanistan. It's one of the more popular rugs that we sell. And of course, the rugs are super popular here because they're all wholesale prices, so it's an amazing opportunity. And we have a installation program, so you can buy your rug and take it and pay it off over 6 months or a year. Because it's a challenging time sometimes to be able to get the things that you want for your own home and also gifts for the people you would like to share with. And we have some great new clothes this year. These are silk, they're pants, but kind of split pants or like a skirt. And these are made from repurposed silk saris in India. And they're super comfortable, and you can wear them with a t-shirt or you can wear them with a silk blouse, depending on what your style is. And then for those people that like cats, we have cat tunics. These are from Nepal, and they're super soft cotton and really comfortable to wear, especially right now when it's getting chilly out. And then you can see we have lots of fleece-lined hats and gloves and hand warmers and leg warmers that are made in Nepal. And when we were shopping for these, we went into a store looking to buy maybe 10 pairs of wrist warmers and leg warmers. And somehow we came out with about 50 hats and an equal amount of everything else. And I'm not sure how that happened. I guess because they were good salespeople, and also the quality is beautiful. And they have the fleece lining so it's soft against your skin. So welcome to Meerkat Manor. These are from hand carved in Zimbabwe. I love these little guys, and of course the very poised cheetahs. They know exactly what's what. And then we have, of course, the ones that are sleeping, or they like to pretend they're sleeping. And they come with giraffe friends. Really fun. And this is I actually had to have a teenager show me how to put it together after I bought it. So it comes apart, and it's a beautiful bird, and it's all hand carved. And people are just amazing how wherever people are, I find they always find a way to make art and make things beautiful. I find that extremely inspiring. And this was a market in Zimbabwe. And the market, all the people at the market were the artists themselves that were selling these items. And it felt good to be able to support the artists in this area. So this blue Kashmiri rug, we weren't sure if the blue would be too strong or not. So we asked Ayub, the guy that we buy our Kashmiri rugs from, to get it for us in a 7x5. It was available in a 9x12. And I was amazed at the response. So we have about 20 people that helped with the setup this year. And this seemed to be, everybody was like, wow, we love that blue rug. So it's kind of a positive feedback that, yes, we can do strong colors here in Vermont. And we also have a lot of really new, interesting jewelry from all over the world. Again, we have things that were made by the artisans in Zimbabwe. We have things from Nepal and from India and from Malaysia and from Peru. And it's just really fun to be able to have such a nice selection. Usually we don't have as many posts or studs, but this year we had some requests, so we got a nice selection of those for people as well. And then on the other side of the jewelry display, behind you, you can just do the pan. You can see, if we had more room, we would have more jewelry. It's one of our favorite things to shop for, of course. And it seems to be one of the favorite things people like to buy. And just a reminder that the International Boutique is a benefit. So all of the proceeds from this sale are going to projects for women and children in the US and around the world. And it's nice to know that we're going to be able to, hopefully with your support, help out a lot of programs this year. And it's been a tough year globally. You know, there's just, it seems like the lack of food, the food scarcity is increasing, and women's health just seems to be taking a beating all around the world. When there's poverty, the women seem to be the ones that really struggle the most because they're taking care of the community and the family. So at Amurtel, one of our commitments is to really do what we can, whether it's through microcredit or clinics or education for young girls and women, literacy training, whatever it is that feels right for that community. And the community themselves are the ones that we partner with. They tell us what they think they need. We don't go in there and tell them what they need. And places like Asheville and Marshall, after the flooding from the hurricane recently, we did the same approach. We asked the community leaders, what is it that your community needs? What can we do to provide support for your people? And that's just the way that we tend to work things out. So this is more of our things from Turkey. You can see the larger trays, which are just beautiful. And even the kilim rug underneath is from Turkey. We have 2 kilim rugs from Turkey. And the spice boxes again. So we're really looking forward to everybody joining us this year for the International Boutique. It's at the Masonic Lodge, Route 100 in Waitsfield. It begins Saturday, December 7th, and it ends December 14th. We're looking forward to meeting you all and to seeing everybody that has come before, old friends. And thank you so much for all your support. Have a happy holiday.